Marty and his brother Victor, and then Bob. So we have on the near east side the BCN, the Bronzeville Communication. So we'll all be collaborating to get this stuff together. He's a professor at Miami University. And you know it. How many of you know that song? Good. So on the count of 3, we're gonna sing If You're Happy and You Know It. 1, 2, 3. Come on. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. Woo! If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. Healthy. Guess who his patients are? Do you think it's little people like you?
The book is by Big Book.
Okay?
Big book, you guys. You see how big this book is? Book is called Moon. You know what that is? Oh. One more time.
Oh, nice and loud.
Hey.
Oh my. Who is this? Going to school and he sings this song. But it's because of the strength of her voice, how she spoke into my life, and she generated the thunder. Y'all ain't working with me. The thunder of my life as a young woman to realize that I had thunder.
Man.
And when you got thunder, you got power. And you have to know how to do it. And she did that when I was on Miss Columbus, applied for Miss Columbus, wasn't even trying to do that stuff. She was my judge. I know Dr. Walker, you done heard this story 5 times. I know, I'm sorry. She's like, oh, I gotta hear this again. But she was working for Channel 4. She was the first African American female to work at Channel 4. Ohio area. I'm gonna do my ABC. Agency. My ABCs.
On aging.
On aging.
Yeah.
And because this initiative is the core pillar for elder seniors and older adults to bridge that gap, we thought it would be most appropriate to have her come and be the co-moderator. And all we're going to do today is open up with some questions and let our authors respond. And they brought their own books, their own published books today. I do.
Okay. My name is Ruel Barksdale, and I've lived in Columbus for most of my life. I spent about 4 years in New Jersey, but I am a graduate of Columbus Public Schools. I graduated from West High School. Don't hold it against me, that's where I was born. We went to Ohio State, transferred to Franklin University, went to Central Michigan University, and then went to Ohio University. I am fortunate in that I get to do what I was born to do. A lot of people spend their life making a living, but God has blessed me so that I can live my making.
All right.
I was born to teach, and so for the last 28 years I've been at Columbus State Community College. trying to impact our young people. Prior to that, I worked in a corporation for 20 years. I've been working for a long time. I'm tired. But some time ago, God impressed on me to write a book. I think we must learn from our elders before they become our ancestors. And sometimes we don't take the time to do that.
That's right. That's right.
And so part of the weight of that is us being able to talk when we're not asked. Because young people sometimes don't know what to ask.
That's right.
But we have to talk because we won't always be here to give answers. So that's what we're doing.
And I'm Deborah Johnson, and I hail from Cleveland, Ohio. I got here by way of The Ohio State University. Went to school during the same time as Pam, and we met there at Ohio State. I left there and went to the United States Peace Corps, and I served in West Africa, in Niger, and then went to graduate school in Boston at Brandeis, and eventually became a presidential intern and spent 20 years as a federal government director doing things in the area of human resources. Had a blast doing that, and then spent the last, I can't believe it, over 20 some years teaching, working with parents. I have 3 sons, and they were all active in athletics, and my oldest boy went to Ohio State, played football there, and I became the founder of the Football Parents Association at Ohio State. At that time, I realized that parents, and I realized it myself through the recruiting process, that there was just so much that you don't know as a parent when your child being recruited for sports. You're excited about the aspect of a scholarship, but you don't understand that your child is a commodity for that institution. And how do you protect your child and their interest in that process? And so the book that I wrote, Coaching the Dream, is all about what happens when you're trying to, it's not about sports really, it's my journey with sports, but it's really about what do you do as a parent when you want to lead and guide and direct and give your child a really good start in life and help them to become what God wants them to be. And so my tagline is that nobody should care about your child more than you.
Right.
And often, I'd say 99.9% seriously of parents really, really care about their children and want to do well. Most of them just don't know what to do. Right. And if they knew what to do, they do it. They do the best that they know how to do. And so my book catalogs that journey. So that's a little bit about me.
That's right.
And I'm never without it. Okay. I didn't tell my stayed up. I told my husband I'd be right back. So we were watching a TV show. I told him I'd be right back. I was finishing up a book. And what's this one? Okay. He's born. I think I can find something that I enjoy reading. Like my son had to confess that graphic novels, I call them comic books, but he said graphic novels. This is graphic novels.
Times have advanced in life and people are continuing to grow and there's more barriers and boundaries in society. There are a lot of kids that are going through a lot of things, and I wondered, what are your perspective on how we can continue to make sure that we create safe spaces for children to learn, to educate themselves, and also maneuver in places and towns like Columbus?
Being here at the Martin Luther King Library, it's unbelievable. This is outstanding. I'm glad to be here. This is one of the safest places. I feel safe here for certain. If in fact you spend time at this particular branch of the library, I think you should be just fine.